It's not payday, but it's hard to describe because it affected me so badly and so greatly that having people know the truth and having myself taken out of any association with this has been huge. Yeah.
Right, because you went from losing two loved ones to then adding that on too.
I was still mourning. I was still, a sad widow who then was dealing with people thinking that wasn't even his child. That was pretty stressful.
Today's hearing, what was the moment that touched you the most, do you think?
I became pretty emotional when the Coxie grandmother got up and started talking about the 7-year-old child. I'm barely getting to know them. I am well acquainted with the Carvers now, but just hearing that story, I definitely had tears rolling down my face because I can relate to having a child who doesn't have the parent, and just that part of it was hard.
What was it like seeing who's now the killer of your late husband, seeing his face and seeing him as horrible? What's that like for you?
He has never fit the image of what I thought the killer would be. Although, listening to these court proceedings and also knowing the things that I know now, he's 100% the person that carried this out. But I'm numb towards him. I don't feel a lot. If I do feel anything, it's sadness. Just sad.
And sadness, why?
Sadness because I have been able to learn how to cope with trauma. I've learned that if somebody hurts my feelings, I can get over it. I've learned that I feel like this individual has never been able to learn normal coping skills, normal social situations, and that's kind of sad to me. And look at all the damage he's caused.
And then during your impact statement, what touched me, one of the things that touched me the most during the hearing was when you spoke and you talked about Scott was never able to, feel your pregnancy, feel your belly.
That's something I'm always going to miss. I never had that opportunity for him to get excited about a growing stomach with a baby inside, and it's something that he wanted. He wanted that deeply, and so I'm always going to wonder what that would have been like.
Things like that, other memories, those you think you'll hold on to and hold on regret for, not regretting something that you did, but in terms of those moments that you never got with him, are you able to overcome that, or how do you cope with it?
I think that I've learned to take some of that sadness and channel it a different way. Those are things that I'm never going to have that with him. So I've learned to take what I do have and feel blessed. I'm blessed. The fact that I even hung on to that pregnancy, truthfully, it's a miracle to me because there was so much trauma involved around that time and the fact that he's such a resilient kid, I think that probably it was evident from the moment I got pregnant that this kid was going to be a strong-willed, he is a good kid.
That's awesome. Going forward, what's next for you guys?
Well, Scotty's going to start 8th grade next year. He just finished out his 7th grade year. He's an honor student. He's doing well. I work for Department of Child Safety out in Arizona. I love my job. I'm very busy. I have a very high caseload, just like all the other states do. I'm in court 3 days a week. I'm either giving kids back to their parents or figuring out a way to give them permanency, and that's my focus. I love my job. I love that I can advocate for kids. My dream job is to be a victim's advocate for law enforcement eventually, and I do think that that's something that's in the works in the future.
Awesome. Yeah. Is there more closure now in light of this hearing for you?
There is. I feel like our healing will be different now. Before it was coping with not knowing and doing the best that we could with what we had, which was nothing. And so now I feel like moving forward we know where he is. We know ultimately what will happen to him, and he'll die in prison.
What else do you want to add? Anything else?
No, I'm grateful. The solicitor's office was incredible to deal with. He was a top-notch person. There's no bones about him, and I appreciate the fact that he was the one in charge during this case.
Yeah, definitely. Barry's a really good guy.
He is.
He's been on this for a
I
while.
see a brighter future
who
for
knows
him
what's next for him?
eventually.
Yeah,
Yes.
for sure.
Yes.
Very cool. Well, thank you for your time.
Oh, yeah.
Appreciate it.
You're welcome.
We can go back in and bask in this